Clearing throat. We live? Testing. 1, 2, testing. All right. It says we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast, episode 101. Last week it was amazing. We had our 100th episode, which was quite fantastic. If you haven't watched that, it's the first 40, 50 minutes or so. Definitely go back and watch that. We talk all about all of our favorite moments of KOA, even give some advice. If anybody here is an aspiring anime YouTuber slash podcaster, I am the SeaTactics, the guy that does the things. And here today, I have my my co-hosts.
Hello.
What is up?
Ohio.
Gozaimasu.
All right. If you don't already know, if you're new to the show, this is a podcast where we pick at the beginning of each season a bunch of shows, and throughout the season we give things kills or passes. If it gets killed, we don't have to ever watch it again. But if it gets passed, it passes on to the next week, and we get to keep watching it. And it takes two or more kills to kill something, and 2 or more passes to pass something, because there's 3 people. So, how y'all been doing this week?
I've been doing really well. I went for a swim earlier today, so I feel nice and chlorinated. And yeah, I'm gonna get back on the right track and get to them workout rooms some more.
All right. Sasuke?
Yeah, this is jumping ahead, but this year has been beating me up when it comes to characters I like. And whenever I favorite a character, they are likely to die. I just had to learn that, and I had to accept it. So, I mean, this week so far has been okay.
Dude,
but it could be better.
This week of anime has been absolutely insane. I think there's only like one show that I didn't like, and that's it. And even then it was like a much bigger improvement. Like, holy crap, we had some of the best episodes for these series this week. Like, absolutely phenomenal. So I guess we should go ahead and get into one of these episodes. Tokyo Revengers, episode whatever the hell we're on. What do you guys think about this episode?
I think it's like 5.
5?
Okay. I think it's I think the show keeps getting better and better.
I do as well.
we got the handshake of what's it called? Time traveling handshake back. They
Right,
didn't touch brains though. They didn't touch brains. That part disappointed me. But everything else, like, it was really cool just to see, what's his name? Deku, whatever. Anyway, that guy, he was the one that
Draken?
kind of like Draken.
Draken.
His name's Drake. He's the one that
Drake.
keeps. No, just Drake, the rapper. He keeps he keeps the one guy, I guess, sane, and he keeps him from getting in trouble, and kind of like gives him a little bit of humility. Even though it was a lot of character building in this episode, some really messed up things happened this episode, where they literally said this dude got beat up, and then his girlfriend got, raped, and the parents were. Did anything happen to the parents? I just remember it being like this long thing of just talking about how this person just disrespected this one dude and just beat the shit out of him, and that's brutal. That's so brutal, man.
This is the list of things they did. So the dude's name was Pa.
Yeah.
Pa's friend. Pa's friend got the shit beat out of him. They raped his girlfriend right in front of him. They took all his money and hung his parents and siblings.
That is so messed up. Like,
That it is.
what? Where are the damn police? I swear that this world has no police.
Gang members, I guess, just are impervious to the police.
I guess so. And yes, Lightning Eagle, normal EA is back. Sorry about last week, everybody.
I tell you what. I tell you what. If this was set in the Ghost in the Shell universe, Motoko Kusanagi would have already shot him in the head. So none of this would have happened.
Right? Call her up. Call her up
Yeah.
next episode.
Right, exactly. I guess for me, while I am enjoying the series more and more, I feel like when I watch this show, like I am watching it and I'm like, this is pretty good. I'm not invested, and I can't figure out why. So I think I'm going to go back and rewatch all these episodes probably this week sometime, because I just I'm watching it and I'm just not invested at all. And I don't know if it's because I missed something or whatever, but the reason why I think it's such a big issue with me is because I should like a show like this. Like, this should be one of my favorite shows this season, and to me it's one of the most forgetful shows that I watch each week. And I'm not saying that and like it's the show's fault. It's just like I forget about it almost immediately after I watch it. I don't know why at all.
I know why.
Why is that?
Oh no.
It's because you love a character that's on another show. And you can't get your mind off her.
Are we referencing Vivy?
No, not Vivy.
Wait, what other show are we watching?
Huh?
Oh, Lena?
Yeah.
See, you're in love with Lena?
I didn't say shit.
Well, that's what EA is saying. And if EA is saying it, then it must be right.
Where is EA getting his info?
I'm telling you, 2 weeks ago, you brought it up on the show. And I will never forget it when you said you're going to go in depth about her boobs. And I'm just like, okay, he's in love.
When did I ever say that?
Play the tape.
Yeah, somebody pull the clip.
Yep. If we all can make the clip and put it on, we can get them. Incrimination.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely, this is slander. This is nothing short of slander. And you will be hearing from my lawyers.
Oh, damn it. Well, if anyone could have that proof for me pronto, I don't want to get sued.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Lightning Eagle's in love with Elena, so you have competition, see?
Oh, my God.
You're going to have to fight. You're right. To love best girl.
Oh, my God. Is that a Beastie Boys reference?
It sure is.
Oh, my God. I'm going to cry. You guys are going to make me cry.
Well, before C cries, I want to say it's funny how we sit at different places on the spectrum. It's like EA's more on the positive side, C's more on the negative side. Not saying he hates it, but he's more so on that. And I'm somewhere in the middle where I'm not really sure how I feel about this show yet. I kind of agree with C that I'm not totally invested in the series. And I think a tale of that is the fact that I still have not remembered these characters' names. I have to literally look up the characters' names to remember them. The only character I remember, I never remember his name.
Yeah, Takamichi. That's the nickname they gave him.
I remember
Hanagaki?
Hina more than I remember him.
I don't have too much
Hina and Sano are like the only ones I remember. But the other ones I have to literally look up before we do the podcast, or while we're doing the podcast, I'll just have the names up. So but that's more so of a me thing. But like I said, it's just my investment of the series isn't too heavy. I like C said, I don't really know what it is either with me. It's not like I think the show is doing anything bad, but I think I can point to one thing that makes me not totally get invested in the series is the fact that my immersion in the show is kind of broken by the fact that we're dealing with middle schoolers. It's like when I think about all the stuff that they're pulling off, I just think we're dealing with 12 to 14-year-olds And I'm like, how are they getting away with all like they had like this whole motorcycle gang, they're just riding out night in the night, and I'm like, I always think to myself, where are they getting all this shit? Like, I understand they're a gang, but the fact that they're a middle school gang completely like takes me out of some of those moments. Um,
That's true. The
but
fact that their balls haven't even dropped yet is annoying.
yeah, and then it's like they don't look like middle schoolers at all. The way they
No.
act, the way they talk, like some dude has tattoos on his face. What the fuck?
It almost like I think it would almost be better if it was like young adults out of high school instead of middle schoolers. I think that would make it more believable.
Yeah, and it's not a big thing. It's just something I had to get over. But like I said, it's just one of those things that like when I really think about it, I'm like, yo, this kind of odd. But like the episode itself was good. I think like the best moment in this episode was when Sano is talking to the dude. I think his name was Pa, and he's like, pretty much, how are we going to carry it? You know, are we going to take revenge or are we going to sit on it? Because the people they're dealing with are, I think they said 2 or 3 generations above them, and they are already an established gang. So it's kind of one of those things to where they can fight, but it will probably bring them all to ruin, and it may be more costly to fight than anything. So, Sano just wanted to know like what he wanted to do, and being emotional about his friend and what they did to him and his girlfriend, he was like, "All right, no, I want to fight." And then Sano's like, "Okay." And then everybody agreed, and I just like that boost of morale everybody had, like everybody ready to stand with each other. It showed the camaraderie amongst the gang, which wasn't really displayed before because the other guy who was running that fighting competition where everybody's getting money and everything, then Sano comes in there, he just beats the shit out of that guy. It's kind of like that showed that showed the pecking order, but it didn't show how close the gang was. And I think this episode did. Okay.
All right, no thoughts. Okay.
I was gonna say, well, I have no other disagreements.
I will say this. Lightning Eagle said, "You didn't have tattoos at 12." And then before that comments, "You didn't have a motorcycle at 12?"
I had like one of those like
I had a pedal bike.
what are those shits called? It's like the things that you just it's not an actual motorcycle. It's like one of those things. Like let's just
Scooter?
no, it's not a scooter either. I can't think of what it's called.
Dude,
I cannot think of it.
I remember as a kid, it I was like 12. Yeah, I was like 12. And I had a bike that looked like a motorcycle. And it was just the coolest shit ever as a kid. And looking back, I'm like, that is the lamest shit ever.
Damn. I mean, like, at 12, you would have been like the hottest on the block.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
I know.
was. It like for a kid, I was like, dude, shit, this is fucking awesome. I got like a bike. Like, I'm cooler than everyone. Everybody's got, their stupid whatever bike. I got the cool one.
Do you know how heavy a bike is for you to be able to like lug that thing around at age 12 to 14?
I was definitely, dude, I remember like carrying that thing around. So I was definitely carrying it around.
I crushed my nuts on a bike once.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I tried to go off a ramp. Actually, I did go off a ramp, but then when I came down on the ramp, I missed the pedals with my feet and went in and landed right on the bar.
Oh my god.
That's
That was-
terrible.
And the funny thing was, I didn't even fall. I literally fell, and when my feet were dragging, and I kept my balance the whole time up until the point to where I finally got to my house.
Jesus Christ.
Momentum kept carrying me. That was great. That was great.
Dude, that's fucking brutal.
Sounds
That
straight out
really
of a
was.
cartoon.
Yeah, that happened though. That was painful, and I remember I got off the bike, went down, laid on the couch. My mom was like, "Are you okay, sweetie?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm totally fine. Could you give me a bag of ice?" And then I remember my friends were like, "Dude, we saw you eat it. Are you okay?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just need to lay down for a little bit." So,
That's such a kid
long,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
I love Chakua's comment. He said, "Literally everyone has a motorcycle and tattoos in middle school." And then someone said, Addie said, "Not everyone." And he just doubled down, everyone.
Oh my god. That's great. We have 21 concurrent viewers right now. If you haven't already, be sure to like the stream if you're enjoying it so far, and share it out on Twitter or Facebook, Discord with all your friends. Tell them that we've been doing KOA forever, and we are this close to quitting because Satsuki is driving us all apart.
Me? Oh,
Why him?
I'm surprised it took this long.
If anything, it would be me.
They call me Satsuki the Destroyer. Back in my homeland.
I have become death, the destroyer of worlds.
You didn't go on a hero's journey, you went on a villain's journey.
This is true.
That's why he's married to Elsa.
Stop bringing it up.
Why?
I still have pain and trauma, EA. That's why.
I'm sorry. You're gonna carry her children, right?
Okay, no, listen,
I
I did a
would.
video. This is a scary trend that I'm noticing. I did a video on Lightning Eagle's channel with him. It was a MILF tier list. Elsa wasn't even in the goddamn video, but this guy, Lightning Eagle, brings up Elsa being a MILF. She's not a MILF.
Lightning Eagle, I brought up when I was in Hollows, but this wasn't on. We didn't talk about it on here. But before we did the podcast, I was talking about how I was on Hollow stream, and me and Lightning Eagle bonded. We were talking about our love for Priscilla, Krush, and I realized like this guy, something about him, I could tell I would like Lightning Eagle. Like I felt that vibe, I felt that connection through the screen. So, props to you. Elsa isn't a MILF, as far as I know, but you
She's a
sometimes you
MILF.
just gotta give it a shot. I would make her a MILF.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
You
God.
made her a MILF. And now all of a sudden, she's a MILF because you have a child.
We've went over this several times. You should not get near Elsa.
Why not?
She likes to poke things. He's going to poke something of her.
Oh my God. This is ridiculous. This is getting it's just we're gonna have to do something about Sasuke. We're gonna have to send him to a place.
Like where?
Somewhere to
He doesn't-
re-educate
He
you.
doesn't want to go to Japan. I know that.
I don't.
Well, any
Well-
final thoughts on Tokyo Revengers?
We didn't
Good
talk about
show.
the first scene.
It's okay. It was solid. It was great.
Yeah, I
Pass.
agree. I agree. I have nothing to say. Unless Satsuki, you do.
No, we have to talk about the. Damn it, we had to talk about the first scene because that was what everybody was talking about before. Like I saw the episode.
On to
scene-
86.
Oh shit! My vodka.
No, not the vodka.
I got it.
Save the
But
vodka. Oh, thank God.
the blondie girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
Holy
happened.
shit.
That was a scene.
That did happen.
And
How
then
old
yeah,
was that? Was that chick in middle school too?
that's
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to bring up because I seen everybody post screenshots of that scene before I seen the episode. I was like, wait. I was like, wait, is this the main character that this is happening to? Because I was like, if so, then like she's a fucking predator. Then I was like, wait. I was like, because I didn't know that she was also a part of the gang at the time. I thought she was like a grown woman. So I'm
Me
like,
too.
okay, so she's a fucking
I thought
predator.
she was a hooker. I thought she was a hooker.
But now I don't know
my
what's
God.
worse. I don't know what's worse now because now she's a middle schooler that was doing that. So now I'm like, wait, okay, this is still bad.
Yeah.
What's going on?
And how nonchalantly she was like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna give him some, but he was a wuss boy or something."
Oh, yeah.
I was just-
She was like, you got me in my underwear. I'm like, what? What?
yeah, and then
This is
and then,
highly
and then
inappropriate.
Hina consisted. Nah, she just beat the shit.
Hina
I
did the
what?
most damage to him
Yeah.
out of anybody.
Yes. And
I don't
here's
know
the
why.
thing.
See, why doesn't she save her own damn life? How did she die?
I
She's so
know. That's what we
strong.
said last week.
I mean,
I'm like,
she can't fight a fucking truck, EA.
That's okay.
We
see,
don't know.
That's I guess
we don't
she
know.
got
We
teleported
haven't
to
seen
another
it.
realm. She had an
How-
isekai.
Oh my
How
gosh, she's the main
strong
character of
is
Mushoku
Hina?
Tensei.
Oh, no.
Listen. I'm telling you. Hina is gonna punch that truck.
Oh my god.
Not only that,
One punch
not
lady.
only that, but why did she beat up the girl as well?
Well, it's a anime thing.
In
but-
real life, yeah, she would have gotten slapped. I've
Yeah.
seen that in real life.
Well, think about this. If she beat up the girl would have had to go home, saving her parents and herself from that horrible event that happened.
Wait, what the hell? I
Well,
don't think
what do
she
you-
knows. I don't think she knows she's going to die. See,
Well,
Right,
here's the thing.
right.
We don't know.
is that the answer for everything?
We don't know.
That's so definitive right there. Use that in court. Was he not gonna kill someone? We don't know.
I guess if you say it in a low enough voice, it's kind of convincing.
And then the jury just goes, he makes a good point. Yeah. Guess we don't know. Damn.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about.
He almost got some.
Oh, that too. There was something else I was going to bring up with that. Oh, no. Okay, last thing. So Takamichi said something about like when he when he goes back in time, and he was talking to Hina, and Hina was able to immediately realize that he was a different person. Like she said that you're the kind Takamichi. So I want to know, like, what is the difference between how Takamichi was in the past versus his present self? Like, how different was his personality? Like, cause we know like how he is in the present. He's very like meek. Oh my god. I just thought about the lady that fired him. Oh my gosh, she annoyed the hell out of me.
That was great. You're fired.
I hated her.
Dude, she
I
was
like, just
Roswell.
fire me.
She was
Just fire
Roswell.
me. Damn.
I was thinking the same thing, that she was fucking Roswell.
God.
She's the Roswell of Tokyo Revengers.
That I'll get it off track, but yeah, I guess I just want to know like how his past self is, because the only thing we really know about his past self is like where he ends up being, but we don't know his like personality.
Yeah, I don't know how his past self was. Because he's changed his past self already just by becoming friends with Sono. Sono? Is that his
Sano.
name? Sano. Yeah, he became friends with him, and now I guess he thinks he's a baller because he's just like, yeah, you can fuck me. Just,
Fuck me.
I don't know. I don't even know. How did he even get himself in that position?
I
That's
don't
what I would like to
know.
know. Like, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking like maybe Sano hooked him up. Maybe he was his friends like, hey, let me go ahead and get you some or whatever. Like, that was what I was thinking. But it was never brought up by anybody except the woman. And I'm just thinking, so did you just want to have sex with him just because? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
All we know is that we never know.
Wait a minute. Why did she need another 30 minutes? All she did was get undressed.
Dude,
Like
isn't
she
like, isn't he a virgin? He's not gonna last 30 minutes.
And see, that's why I was
what
thinking
did
she
they
was a
do?
prostitute.
What did they
They-
do in that time?
They apparently were singing. It looked like a karaoke room.
They were just singing karaoke, and then she took off her clothes. It was like, okay, I need another 30 minutes.
Well, maybe the past Takemichi was, he was just trying to get some.
But
I
no,
mean-
see, I'm asking because she asked for another 30 minutes. So I'm thinking, okay, let's say they went into that room initially with a plan of he pays for sex for even 10 minutes.
For 2 seconds.
The only thing she did was take off her clothes. So what did they do in that 10 minutes or so?
A lot of foreplay, a lot of kissing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
That's
yeah,
really
holding hands for 5 minutes.
Well,
That's
I mean,
really the
that
only
is like
thing I can think
90%
of.
of sex, right? And holding hands.
But she said no kissing.
So okay, so no
COVID?
kissing, but get naked. This is before COVID. It was 2005. I don't. What the fuck were they doing?
Maybe since it's 2005, maybe they were talking about Blink 182 breaking up recently.
without their clothes.
Yeah, well, don't you know Blink 182 have an album called "Take Off Your Pants and Jacket"?
That's a good album.
It's a very
But
good album.
They were talking about Blink 182, and all of a sudden they were
Yeah.
just like, "So you want to take off your pants and jacket? Hell yeah! Oh no,
Yeah,
I
they
was
were-
just
they were
talking
like-
about the album, but fuck
yeah,
it, let's take
yeah,
off
they
our
were like,
clothes."
"What's the best opener? Dump Weed or online songs? Which one?"
To be honest, that whole scene and that whole part was nothing but fan service. That's all I can think of, is that's what that scene was for.
Well, yeah.
Because it makes zero sense. You take that scene out, it doesn't add or take away anything from the show, other than introducing a character that we didn't need to introduce that way.
He's going to end up being the best character in the show.
Watch. He gonna go back in time and be like, shit, I'm losing my virginity and I don't even know.
Scarlet Disaster says, Tokyo Revengers, did you guys talk about the symbol controversy? And Scarlet would be referencing that they had, in the manga, a bunch of swastikas on their uniforms.
No.
The
How
the
are we
gang
supposed to know
members did?
that?
Right, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and yep, they had swastikas. Like, all the gang members had swastikas on their uniforms.
Like the one that Takamichi's in?
All the other ones. Well, yeah, I think so, yeah.
I mean,
did not know that.
yeah, and also, come on, it's 2021. Do you honestly think that they're going to keep that in there? It's pretty much a comment that anything resembling, any kind of Nazism is not going to be acceptable. So I'm not surprised if that's the case.
Yeah, what exactly was the controversy? Was it just the swastika itself?
Is it the
'Cause I
fact
think-
that it's not in it?
No, because I think everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people realize that if you look at swastikas, it originally wasn't associated with Nazis. It's kind of
That's
something
right.
that they
It meant
adopted,
peace.
so it wasn't like a bad thing
Yeah,
initially.
and it used to mean peace, but then when Germany adopted the symbol, it became associated with that. That's right.
Scarlet says, yeah, it was censored in anime, but the Tokyo Manji gang has a lot of swastikas. The only time I was ever really annoyed by that, or I was like, oh my god, you can come on, you can really put this in here, was in Blade of the Immortals anime adaptations, where Manji, the main character, he has a swastika on the back of his kimono, and it was way before Nazis, so
Right.
so historically speaking, that would make a lot of sense, and it's goes a lot into Japanese history of that era and the Edo period with all the samurai and stuff. So I don't know. That's the only time, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
If it's a controversy, I mean, whatever.
I mean, to be like I said, I wouldn't have known one way or the other, to be quite honest, because I don't read the manga. But I guess for manga readers, you kind of have to expect that to be changed. In this day and age, there's no way that that's going to be accepted. To be honest, if it was there or not, it wouldn't make a difference to me because whatever. It's whatever to me. But you know that someone had to make that choice and just say, "Oh, we don't want to offend anybody, so we got to get rid of it." That's pretty much how things are nowadays. So, what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, I suppose. Um, Passing it, killing it.
Yeah, I'm passing it. I totally forgot about the sex scene at the beginning.
I'm passing it.
I'm passing it as well. Uh, if you haven't already, got 25 people in here. Give the stream a like, share it out to your friends. Would greatly appreciate it. As we move on to 86.
Yeah, your favorite.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I am not going to analyze her boobs.
Why not?
Well, I gotta say, don't you like him?
Oh my god.
Well, I'll take the opportunity and fill in the role for C. Well, I don't like Lena like that, so never mind.
Me neither.
She was eating this time around.
Yep.
She ate a freaking strawberry something, like a cheesecake or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was I saying? What else happened in this episode? Oh yeah, there was that freaking scene of. I was so confused by that scene. Like, was it the robots that were making those god awful like noises and voices, or is that in Undertaker's head?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That part confused me too.
Because I was just like, are those the robots fucking with them just to like get under their skin because they know that there's people underneath, in the exterior or interior, or was that just Undertaker? Because I was so confused by that.
I think it's both.
I think it was Legion that was doing that, because he goes on to describe how all of the Legion's operators are the previous operators of the Republic, that they just took their damaged brains and basically uses them until they rot. So yeah, that's putting those context clues together. That's what I kind of got, is that it's from Legion, and they're doing that specifically as a tactic against the other ones. So
See, I think it's both. I think it's Legion doing it because they already said like they pretty much are like they're pretty much like refueling by taking other like damaged people and using their literally using their brains and whatnot. But I think the reason why other people can hear it on the battlefield is because of Reaper, because they're all connected to him on the same line. That's why Lena was able to hear it, and that's why Reaper told her to disconnect, and it cut off. So I think I don't think like Legion can just send out these signals to where anybody can hear them. I think if you're not connected to Reaper, you probably won't be able to hear it.
Yeah, she went full on insane. You could tell she went insane because I don't know who the art director of the show is, but they go with very interesting angles. They just turned the whole thing upside down when she was in her room, and I'm like, okay.
I like that. We never see that kind of approach to it.
I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just being a little ticky tacky, but I feel like we could have gotten the same kind of response had it just been normal. But I don't know. It almost kind of felt like M. Night Shyamalan-ish. You remember that one movie where they were in an elevator and they started off the movie all upside down? Maybe you never saw it. It was called
I don't
Devil.
think so. Nope, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, it was very meh. But anyway, I just thought that was an interesting choice. But like, I think still just seeing, especially the one girl that died, and how she just got really close to Lena. It's like, I don't want to die. Yeah. No, she didn't say it hurts. She just said, I don't want to die. I think she's past the point of hurting, but
Arigato.
No, different.
Thank you for killing me.
See, different show. You would not get along in Japan. You're trying to find a train station. You just walk around. Sorry. This guy's hurt. Hurry! We gotta get him some medicine fast.
Oh my god.
But no, I feel like that episode flew by. Like we were in the cockpit, those legions went on, and then after that, it was just a lot of. Oh yeah, then I'm so sorry, I forgot. There was the scene at the very beginning when we found out that wasn't the dude that Undertaker told. Well, said the name last week. That was somebody she knew when she was really little and got saved. That was the same person, right? That was his brother.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting. No wonder she feels the way she does toward the 86. She got saved by one of them, so of course she's going to feel passionate about it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's true, but I think it mostly goes on her father and his ideals because he was also the same way. Because in that conversation, I was expecting her to be very scared of him because of who he was, but it wasn't there. Like there was no fear or anything like that. So I think a lot of her personality is attributed to her father.
Yeah. That's true too. That's a mixture of both, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, I think more or less like Ray saving her kind of confirmed her beliefs and
Yeah.
it enhanced them.
How old is this lady? Is she also in middle school?
I hope not.
Oh my god, no. She's in her 20s. She's in her 20s.
Oh, she is. See, I never know how old some people are in animes. Middle schoolers look like they're 50 and fucking this girl who's in her 20s, she could have been in high school for all I know. I don't know.
Could have been. She could have been 12.
She could have been fucking 12.
You don't know.
Oh wait, maybe she's younger than that. Hold on.
Okay, we're doing some research.
Oh my god, we
Some
gotta get
extensive-
Ian's
Hold on,
math out here.
guys. We may have to cancel C's video.
Oh, how old
What
is
video?
she?
Apparently
one.
she's 16.
Oh,
Dude, that no, she's not. She's not 16. She doesn't look like
you
she.
gotta
Apparently-
use
Not that I
EA math
care.
and you'll be fine.
Not that I care. I'm just pointing out, just general, that. Come on.
Dotski, how old is the voice actress?
Oh god, are we doing this again?
Yep, we're doing EA math.
Who is the voice actress? It is Ikumi Hasegawa, and she is age. What's the age? Oh my god, they don't even show her age. It just says May 31st. I don't know
Alright.
how old she is.
Well, she's celebrating her birthday very soon. So happy birthday, voice actress of Vladilena.
Just question mark, question mark, question mark. We
Hold
don't
up.
know.
Hold up. Now my chat, because of you degenerates, my chat is now condemning me for something I never did. They're saying, "Uh-oh, get the FBI ready." I never said anything about Vladilena.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think we paid attention enough to the show. They may have said her age, but I don't think we all knew it. So, we make mistakes.
She's barely done any voices.
Well, she's pretty good at voice
Wow.
acting, so good for her.
Yeah, well, this is her most famous one because she's been voice acting since 2018. She hasn't done anything else other than a few parts. Good for her.
Yeah, she's getting paid. She's very good. Oh my god. I don't even know how to even say that name, but this
She was
person
born in
says,
86. Perfect. That settles it.
"Does it? You guys are so
It's
ridiculous.
okay to love her.
I didn't say I did. That's the issue." Guys,
All right. I'll get us back on track. So we got more of the friend talking about how she still wants Lena to well, this time she didn't outright say quit, but she said there's no point in doing favors for the 86. So she's still being the person that, like I said before, she's the person that tries to bring Lena back to their reality. And I guess more so her reality, but I guess when a majority of people see the world this way, then it becomes reality. It's the fact that the 86 are the 86 and they're being ostracized, and being in their position, they shouldn't go out of their way to try to help them. They should keep everything strictly professional and not do any more than that. And while her views may be harsh, it comes from a place of her trying to help her friend because, again, like I said in other podcasts, we know the history of the handlers. They've all been met with death with this particular group, so I think she's afraid of that. So I still like her continued role in the story, but I do wish they would do a little more with her, because like at this point I'm like, okay, I understand her role. I don't need to hear it like every episode now. But I guess that just also shows you like how serious she is about it. So yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice. My wife. Which is not Vladilena.
My wife, very nice.
You can get with the other girl.
Yeah, you
Annette.
can get with her. You can get with her friend.
Annette. And she's looking for someone too.
Yeah,
She's looking for a husband.
and she apparently cooks a lot of food with eggs.
And artificial things as well.
Hmm. Can't go
The
wrong
last-
with that.
That's the last thing I need. Oh my god, more comments from Dylan Lamb. Don't worry, the age of consent in her country is 5.
Oh Jesus.
You guys
Christ.
have already...
That's not true, is it?
Cruiser79 says, yes, officer, that's him right there. I didn't do shit! You guys are delusional. You guys are degenerates. Scarlet Disaster says, so are you saying you don't love Vladilina's character? I love Vladilina's character as she's written.
Yeah, she's a nice written character.
But you two.
Yeah.
You
Sure
two.
is. That's all there is to it.
And then whenever she hears screaming robots doing stuff, she goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Itai.
She doesn't say that. How many
Well.
times you gonna bring that up?
It's such an iconic quote.
It really is. Here I see tactics. You sorry?
Addie says you're not going to talk about Shin's neck.
Wait,
Ooh,
what?
isn't that a double entendre? A shin can't have a neck.
Did you guys not watch the after credits scene?
There was,
Oh, that.
there was an after credit scene?
No, but there was a broken mirror. Like, okay, I know there's a scar on his neck,
Oh,
but
no. Wait.
Yeah, there
Hold
is,
up.
there is.
Hold up. Cruiser79. No. Somebody ban him. He says, I love Vladilena, ... ellipses, and then finishes the quote. There's an ellipses there because he's trying to frame me.
we all try to frame each other on this podcast, I think.
I fit well in a frame.
I don't think I do. I need to work out a little more.
Yeah, I know. My frame is getting a little more rounded in this past. Thank you, pandemic, piece of shit. I'm looking to get into shape and not becoming A shape. You know what I'm saying? Less of a pear and more of a square. But yeah, that freaking scar on his neck was something else. I don't know who was choking him or what that was about, but I almost feel like the next episode is going to be about his backstory. Almost positive.
I mean, we know from what he said, I think it's easy to surmise that his brother is like this ghost commander. It's probably likely that they kept his brain intact and the Legion were able to like get his essence, and now it's kind of like they're evolved because they thought they were just like this autonomous group that were going to die out in 2 years, but now we know that they can keep this shit up, and in the battle of attrition, they're going to win now because they can keep getting pretty much like scraps off the battlefield and keep up their fight. So The
I don't know
86 are
why.
only human.
I don't know why they thought that they could finish the war relatively quick. Does anyone ever have a time frame in which war is going to end?
It's because they thought the machines were going to die out because they had information at least that or how long those machines could stay up, but because nobody really tries to talk to the 86, they probably like from the 86 perspective, it makes sense because even if the 86 knew that the Legion were evolving and whatnot, why would they even like tell anybody? Like as in their position, it's kind of like I'm going to die anyways. Like why would I help this group that's been oppressing me? So it's lucky that Lena has this connection to Reaper because if not, they would have never known anything. Now I think like the next step is Lena getting everyone to believe that information. But yeah, it's interesting turn of events. I wonder what's going to happen because at this point, with this evolved technology, they can't win this battle with just the 86. They're going to need other people to step in and fight. So now this battle they've been calling, a war with no casualties. You may have to have some actual people pilot those things now.
Yeah, I think, see, that plot thread made me start to think that eventually we're going to have to, or we are going to probably get development on the Republic more thoroughly. And, like, through them having to go, oh god, the 86 are running out of people. Now we are in crisis mode because we were idiots. So,
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like the white hairs are dummies.
Yeah, and I wonder how it's going to be because as things stand right now, while like the people in the Republic may be like I guess good at tactics and whatnot, they aren't battle ready. Seems like a lot of these people have never fought in like these type of battles. The 86 are more equipped for battle than they are, so to have your strongest people dwindle out and then you had to reinforce everybody with people who have never fought on the battlefield, that's going to be a hard task to win.
this anime, more and more light is shown on the Republic and the Legion, and how this war is affecting everything. More and more, this anime is starting to feel a lot like this really old one called She the Ultimate Weapon. Do you guys know what that is?
Nope.
It's an anime about a I don't remember her name, but she is the ultimate weapon. That is her job. She is a robot android thing made to fight basically an unknown enemy force that doesn't exist. Like you don't see the force in the anime, I believe. And at the very end of it, everyone dies, and she fails to save everyone, and it's just really depressing.
Damn.
And it's kind of has some of that development in it where they are trying to defend from this unknown force, and the unknown force just keeps taking over and keeps taking over. And what they do when the force takes over is they just nuke everything and kill everyone in that area.
Oh,
Pretty sad.
Yeah, it's a very depressing anime. I do not recommend it if you get triggered easily about that kind of stuff.
let's all watch it.
It's very dark. It's very,
In
very
the
dark.
tone of voice you said too.
It'll be fun, guys. Come on.
It'll be sad. And none of, like, I guarantee you guys wouldn't like that anime. I had trouble getting through it because it was just so dark. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of that. But Scarlet Disaster says also Shin said he will die. That is true.
I mean, they're probably all going to die.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's probably gonna happen. And then Vladilena is gonna live on, crying herself to sleep.
Pretty much like with the characters, the only people we have real connections to are Annette, Lena and Reaper.
Undertaker.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Like everybody in the group, like they do a good job of like showing like how much fun they have and how together they are, but we don't really like know them as individuals. Like there's that one guy, but again, I'm calling him that one guy because I don't remember his fucking name.
Addy says, I think the Republic is delusional. Are the Republic and the Empire are the only people / country in the world? Because I think not.
I don't think so either. But we're focusing on them, so they're the only ones that matter.
Yeah. We can worry about Paradis later.
Oh god.
I wonder if they would ever remake Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
What?
This is a random thought.
Well, when you were saying like a giant woman fighting, I was thinking of Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
A chick from Resident Evil?
No. It was a B movie in the 50s. It was so bad, made during the time of those weird black and white films that were all about aliens and stuff. It's a real movie. It's called Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Don't ever watch it. It's terrible.
All right.
Okay.
Good to know. Okay. Just random insert thoughts about this. Okay.
I'm sorry. My mind wanders sometimes.
Yeah, I thought this episode was pretty damn great. I pretty much liked everything about it. This show, I thought this episode was pretty much the best episode so far.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They need more scenes of them taking showers.
What?
Hmm.
Why can EA say that? But when I even say like anything about Vladilena in a positive light, it's immediately I'm a pervert.
I mean, he didn't say specifically that Vladilena.
That is very true. I just said more scenes. Gotta get cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. Why do you need to watch an anime person wash themselves?
Because, we gotta make sure that the 86 don't lose their minds. Just like Vladilena.
Oh my god, are we passing this? We're passing this, right?
We're passing it.
Oh yeah, I'm passing it. I'm watching Attack of the 50-Foot Woman right now.
Do you see the trailer?
Let's talk about Vivy.
Isn't it ridiculous?
Yes.
And with talking about Vivy, Holographic earlier in the show donated $5 super chat. Says Ben didn't like Vivy. I'm calling it now. Rip the prophecy. And also, Sylvan followed us on Twitch. So thanks, Sylvan. And thanks, Hollow.
Oh, thank you.
Before we
the
even
prophecy has been broken.
this is true.
Prophecy's dead.
Before we get into it, just want to remind you all, make sure we got 25 concurrent here. Give the stream a like. Share it out with people on Twitter, your friends. Tell them to come by and watch. It's a pretty great show. Tell them to subscribe, and if you haven't already subscribed, you should. So yeah, this episode of Vivy, I guess I'm gonna start off because the first half of this episode I found quite refreshing. I was watching this and I was like, am I watching an episode of Carol and Tuesday? This is awesome. Why wasn't this show like this from the start? Like, she has a personality. She's very passionate about what she's doing. She has seemingly a little bit of an ego, but not in, a very off-putting way. She just seems like a very energized person who's very passionate and happy about her work. And she's actually emoting, moving around and doing stuff and not being some crazy action lady chick that nobody asked for. And I certainly didn't want, but maybe a lot of people didn't want either, or were confused by. And the second half goes straight into annoying cube guy coming back, and I'm like, what the hell? You killed the vibe. This was great. I loved this. What do you guys think?
He has a name.
Yeah, his name's Cube.
That's not his name.
Oh yeah, it's Matsumoto.
Okay, that's his name. And remember it, see.
What? I already forgot. I'm not even joking.
I
I legit forgot.
I said cube baby because he's a cube and he basically strings these people along. Well, person, I guess, just one person. But anyway, it took a huge weird turn that I don't like. I'm just gonna say it flat out. I don't care for klutzy droppy oops, with a beret on her face, Olivia. I don't know. Is she supposed to be a robot that sings and she was trying out and sucked terribly at it? I thought they're
Wait.
programmed to be like good at singing. Why do these people make them sound awful? That doesn't make any sense.
It's a written by Teppei Nagatsuki.
That doesn't make, you know what I mean? Because if these are actually idols that are meant
Okay.
to sing, why
I see.
in the world would they make them
Well-
not sing perfectly? Because they're robots.
Well, okay, so I thought the same thing too, but apparently it turns out this show is written by Teppei, the creator of ReZero. So
I remember this. He donated a couple of weeks ago.
he did. Didn't he? So did Nezuko. That was weird. Did you know?
Nezuko, Shinobu was there.
Did you know that because of what happened in this episode, that now people should know for sure that Teppei Nagatsuki, the creator of ReZero, wrote this show?
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me that everyone knows that everything's anatomically correct.
Well, that is the thing I think this show is actually about. Is Vivy anatomically correct?
Well, I think at the last episode we might know, but I think this one we knew. She was a very different character too. She rebooted herself and became
What?
almost human-like.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. She's like, I rebooted myself. I'm like, we didn't see it.
I
And
know.
now there's like another time skip. I'm like, what is this show like? It's like episodic, but in the worst way. Like this is the wrong way to do episodic. There's no sense of time at all. It just feels like the next day. Like nothing looks different, nothing feels different.
And now she's doing everything that she said she was going to do. She was going to sing for all of her fucking fans and just make everyone happy and everything is great.
Dylan Lamb says, so Vivy would be better as an idol show then? Yes.
Well, yeah, if it was an idol show, but it's a Terminator, Save the World, time travel idol show. Which is unique, but
like holy crap.
I'm all for things being unique if you can make it entertaining and make sense. Oh my God.
Just do Carol and Tuesday again. They could have
just
done Carol and Tuesday again. The plot would have been she doesn't need to fucking save the world. Why? Why does she need to save the world?
She just needs to dress up and sing fucking bullshit. That's all she needs to do.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit. Son of a bitch, you fucker.
Listen. It's actually ridiculous that this episode happened and showed this much personality for Vivy. I was shocked. I was like, why wasn't this series just the first half of this episode for the whole fucking 12 episode run?
Seriously.
Okay, so with this episode, I agree with the personality thing because it just seemed like Vivy had, or I guess I should call her Diva this episode.
Yeah, heaven forbid you call her Vivy. She's like, I don't know, but I kind of know and remember and sort of remember, but don't call me Vivy.
I'm not Kakarot, I'm Goku.
Right, exactly. Though at the end of Super Broly, he said, you can call me Kakarot. I was like, why? He doesn't fucking know. Anyway, sorry, continue.
So yeah, she had more of a personality. We saw her be more, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess more like she showed pride in what she did. She was kind of being cocky to some degree. I guess you could say self-confident would be better about like the stuff that she did. She was making jokes, things like that.
Oh my God, it was so amazing.
The thing is, see, I don't think it's amazing. While I like that she had a personality, I don't like that it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The issue is like the time skips, because it pretty much, we have the scenes, we do what we need to do for how many ever episodes, 2 to 3 usually. Vivy like stops, something happens, time skip. And then we get here. We went from her to being like a hollow husk, very robotic, like, which I didn't like. Like, I didn't care about Vivy, but it made sense for her personality considering she is actually an android.
Right.
But it, like, the gap in time from where we left off to here, it's kind of like, how did she develop this personality? She just is this person, and we just gotta kind of like go with it. It's like, why did this happen exactly? And I think that's what's hurting the series. It's like the structure of it. It's not necessarily what's going on. It's just that, like, the random jumps we have in between those times to get to the next plot point is just, it feels odd. It feels off. Now, like Diva is a completely different character from Vivy. So I just wish we got to see how she became this person. Because let's go with the fact that she woke up in this time and she continued her career, and eventually, she did her thing. It's like, I want to see the process in which she got a personality. That would be more interesting than just to see the personality after this time skip. So I got an issue with like the structure of things. As EA said, as he calls him, Cube came back. He wasn't as annoying in this episode, but he's just that guy who's just there to remind us, hey, we got to continue on this fucking plot to save the world. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to save the world.
Dude, you know who they have to
world.
You know who they have to save now?
Suicide Android?
Yeah, they have to save Olivia, who can't sing but is built to be an idol robot.
Wait, is her name Olivia? I swear that's not her name.
I don't know, but that just annoys the shit out of me because she's made to sing. Why would you make her sound like tone deaf? You're playing a cruel joke on this robot. It's like they meant to make her.
It's the prank, bro.
Right, exactly. They're pranking her just so that she can kill. But why save her from killing herself? What makes her so important? They didn't even establish that or say, well, the
She's
future
her
of the
sister,
world.
EA.
Sister, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, a sister, okay.
Scarlett says her name is Ophelia. Ophelia.
Okay, I'm sorry. I said Olivia. I knew it started with an O. I remember that. But I was just, like I said, I was just so distracted the whole time just because, I don't know. If it comes later to where it actually served a purpose as far as, oh, she's an idol that's supposed to, like, a robot that's supposed to learn how to sing better over time. That's how we programmed her. It's one thing if it's a person. It's another if it's a robot. You know what I'm saying? Because Diva was made to sing. That's why she's perfect. But let's make Ophelia want to kill herself when she can't?
Oh my god.
Yo, this show should have been
Did you
Violet
see what-
Evergarden, but except for letters, it was singing.
Did you see what Mace just posted in the chat?
Cube!
It's fucking Cube.
Oh my
That's
God,
pretty
sign,
good.
Sign
That's
the
pretty
contract,
good.
Monica.
Sign
the contract.
KOA.
What contract is that? To keep Vivy? I don't think
Oh
so.
no, last time it was to keep watching X Arm.
Yeah, where's Hollow?
This
at?
time it may be to keep up Vivy.
Yeah, Hollow's missing out on the opportunity to save Vivy. I mean, what?
Oh my God.
But I was just gonna say, like, when we had the whole dilemma, like last episode, I was praising it for it having this dilemma of Vivy coming to terms with the fact that she had to kill humans to save humanity. Well, it's not like she literally killed the dude last episode, but her actions it led to his death because he was distraught over his wife, and he killed
Blew his
himself.
brains out.
Yeah, and then she had the blood of the android, like the robots and humans on her hands. I was like, okay, that would be so cool to see her like battle like her goal and like what it would bring. Like would it be worth her goal?
Now she
Consider
sings.
yeah, it's just like fuck all that reboot time skip. What? What the fuck?
I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I understand the appeal of this show because weeb's gonna weeb, but
Mhm.
I am flabbergasted at how unneeded so many elements of this story is. Like
It feels very disjointed. Yeah. The
it
singing
oh,
doesn't like really connect with the saving,
I
and I know they keep trying to relate it to her saying, "Well, I'm saving the world because I want to see everybody smile at my shows." That doesn't fucking connect. Stop saying that bullshit. Stop
Thank
it.
you.
it doesn't do
Thank you.
It
anything to the
doesn't.
fucking story at all. It doesn't help her characters, it doesn't help the plot, it doesn't do anything. You know what? It would. It would if the show was just about her singing and performing songs and we get to listen to fun Japanese music. But no. Terminator.
If this was Love Live ish, it would make sense. She's gonna make it to, oh my god, a Vivy Loveline crossover. That
No,
would be
I don't want her in my show. No thanks.
well. Okay, the crossover will happen, but then all the girls from from Sunshine and from Nijigasaki get her, and then they just rip her to shreds.
No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Love Live girls turn into murderers or
I
like
mean,
mechanics or whatever.
yeah, I think
Mechanics.
that would be cool. They become mechanics. All of a sudden, the "Boop Boop Boo Doo" song comes out of nowhere, and
But it's
Kazumi is
but
cute
all
in
the
the corner.
but all the instruments is various like wrenches and tools and stuff. Pitched and all that. Oh my god. You see, I think this show should have been a combination of Carol and Tuesday and Violet Evergarden. Just like nobody wants to see this girl do like action stuff. No way. Why not just have her why not just have her sing and do her thing and just Violet Evergarden. But singing. That's it. And Carol and Tuesday. Put that in there somewhere. Shinichiro Watanabe, get this Taipei guy out of here. Get in Shinichiro Watanabe. Someone who can actually write.
He could do well. He just doesn't really come up with good endings, except every once in a while. Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, just to name a few.
I don't have an issue with the action stuff. I just wish it would commit to something because it feels like the music is just here to be there from when we're not doing any action. It's like, and I said it before, like they keep saying this thing of Vivy is doing this because everybody can go to her concert and smile, and I'm like, no, what the fuck does that have to do with you singing? Like actually singing. I'm not talking about her and a smiling thing. It's like this like saving the world, being a murderous Terminator isn't helping your vocal cords. It isn't selling tickets.
I just want to watch Carol and Tuesday again.
Yeah, I know. As much as we bring it up,
Alright.
the ending's going to be her singing in front of burning rubble. I hope you all know that.
Listen.
I mean, the way it's leading up to that's one thing they're doing. We know like the tower that she looks up at is like an indication of the AI's growth, and it keeps building up. So everything she's doing has not stopped that. So yeah, so she's not even completing her fucking goal.
She's terrible at her job.
But at least she can sing.
I am severely just oh man. I love so many things about this show, honestly. Like when any of the characters sings, I'm like, dude, that's amazing. I don't know who's voice acting for this, but they got some pretty talented vocalists. The animation is superb, even though I don't like the action. The just the art style is phenomenal. Like all of the main girls, they at least have like pretty good designs, and Vivy has a very memorable, very very cool design. And some of the plot stuff is rather interesting, like sometimes, but there's it. Oh God, this show rarely delivers on what it promises. I don't think it has. I don't think it's ever delivered on anything.
So
Let's
is it
cut to the
time?
chase.
I would
We're
say, is
killing
it
it.
time?
We're killing it.
I'm killing it too. So goodbye, Vivy.
You know what? Scarlett made a comment, said, for reference, in the Andy Trend site that ranks the shows this season, Vivy ranked second after this episode.
Why? It didn't do anything.
Wait. You said this was on Reddit, right?
Andy Trends.
And fuck Annie Trends. No, because I seen one of their rankings one time on Twitter, and they did like ships, and they put Kyo and Toru in there. Not to say they're not a bad ship, but they put them on here before this episode aired, like this current episode, in which they didn't have like any interactions really in a show. I'm like, wait, why are these two here at number two at that? So like it's just pretty much like what's popular. They'll just put it on there. So no, fuck that. Fuck Annie Trends.
And also, god damn, I swear. I'm killing it.
Okay, cool.
I think it deserves.
Goodbye, Vivy.
I think it deserves the trifecta here. I mean, to be honest, I want to see how it ends. I'll probably watch the last episode, but I cannot. I can't deal with this fucking annoying cube. I can't deal with the action. I just want to watch Carol and Tuesday.
I mean, I'm still watch it. I haven't dropped anything I watch. I include Shaman King, and I stuck around even when one of the guys, the antagonist, turned out to be a lolicon. So, yeah, I'm down bad, but I'm still keeping up.
I mean, I'll probably watch it and binge watch it once it gets towards the end.
Polkit Shrinette says, doesn't Vivy have the music tag? Yeah, that's very misleading. He also says, remove to pay being, he quotes me, and it says, SeaTactics, I don't know, man, but since Would to pay didn't know how to write.
Ever since he got out of ReZero.
Yeah, ever since he got out of ReZero. Scarlett says, yeah, I don't believe Vivy deserves the spot, but somehow has a lot of popularity. It's cause people want her to be their girlfriend. That's it. It's weebs.
Right.
It's weebs.
Yeah. Episode 6 was a prophecy and wasn't.
It's to pay hype and fake Android anime waifu girlfriend hype.
It looks good. That's why it's there. That's pretty much it. It's done by Wit Studio. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Like if you post videos on this on Twitter, it's going to get a lot of likes because of how it looks. And that's the thing of it. Like I'm not mad at it appealing to people because it looks great, but like when you actually watch it, it's fine. I don't think it's bad at all. It's fine, but I need a little more from it, to be honest. If we were to replace the show, I'm not saying we have to. I know this is gonna sound very weird, but I believe the show that if we replace it, we should replace it with Higehiro. I've been hearing good things about it, but it's a show that it's kind of like Beastars to where like the initial like synopsis and title of it turns people off. The full name is Higehiro. After being rejected, I shaved and took in high school runaway.
Oh,
It is not what you think.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I heard it was good, but the title was misleading.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Exactly.
How many episodes is it into?
It is about the same, right?
Yeah, it should be like to episode 6 or 5.
All right. People in
What's
the
it called?
chat.
I shaved my balls and took in
Oh my
a
God,
runaway.
no, no.
I shaved off my balls and I replaced them with tennis balls. There you
You shaved off your balls? Damn.
go. People in the chat, press 1. Here we go. Say Gabby Goat if you wanna see us cover I shaved and then returned a girlfriend to the Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah. We gotta get a
I
Gabby Goat emote.
shaved, and then I returned a girl to the Walmart.
Oh
I'm just
Lord.
mad that C chose that phrase because there's probably going to be a lot of people who go like, I hate fucking Gabby, so I can't do it. Because, you know, there are a lot of Gabby haters, unfortunately.
So there we go. Okay, if you don't want to type Gabby Goat, press 1 or say Gabby Goat.
Well, we got 2.
Yeah. Oh my Lord.
3. It's not coming in quite as much as X-Arm with the 2.
X-Arm was crazy.
I never seen so many 2s in all my life.
Polkit says Vivy didn't really have any hype until Gigic made a video about it. So, yeah, that usually tends to happen.
A nice man. He's friends with Hollow and they do a stream together.
Wait, what?
I
Does
was
he?
making a joke because Wolf, I called him Guguk once.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's British, okay? I'm sorry.
Well, all right then. I'm gonna cry. All right. Seems relative to the chat. All right, I guess we're gonna be covering that show.
There's a couple people that want Vivy to come back.
More Vivy. I think we're done.
Yeah,
We are done.
I don't know.
It's dead. Just like the end of Gladiator. They just play that song.
When's
No,
the last
no.
time? When's the last time we had a unanimous kill?
Wasn't it X-Arm?
I mean, well, no, because we still watched it to the end.
I know what it was. It was your fever dream.
Oh yeah, that's right.
True,
yeah, it's
true.
Goofy Land.
Yeah, Promise Goofy Land.
Yeah. Let's talk about To Your Eternity, aka Itai.
Can we not talk about this show? Can we skip the Fruits Basket?
My God, this was. I'll talk about it since Sasuke is crushed. This was an incredible show. This was our episode, I should say. This was a really, truly, and honestly good one. I definitely was not expecting that kind of ending to happen in this show. Freaking March stepped in front of an arrow and got herself killed protecting I always forget her name. Perona. My Perona. Yeah, she saved her, and I thought she was gonna make it at the very end, but then she passed on. She died with her little stuffed fake little rice balls and everything else, and I was watching this out in the living room, and I legit was tearing up. I didn't want to cry in front of my son because I'm a man, damn it. so I if I was by myself, I definitely would have. Tears would have came down my face, but I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Because she was like 5, wasn't she? She didn't even have her whole life. She hasn't lived her life yet. What really got me was, I guess she's in the afterlife now. She was home, she saw her parents, she saw her stuffed animals, which were, it was her babies and whatever, and you saw her grown up as a mother, and I was just like, oh, poor March. Yeah, that was so great. That was so sad. And when Perona brought the letter back to her family, yeah, that was really touching too. And now Fuchan, who can transform into the damn spiky bear, he's off doing something else now. He's going off into the wilderness again. But
Yeah.
that one lady, he
Oh.
messed her up, and she's insane. She's like Captain Ahab. She's like on the hunt for Moby Dick. She's like, I must have this Fuchan, and I'm not gonna stop at nothing, because she got an arrow to the hand and looked like she enjoyed it, because she just smiled that evil smile with the scars coming down her face. And yeah, we're off to the next part of Fuchan's adventure of constant stimulation.
Yeah.
So good. So good. I'm really enjoying this show. Like, I know it was sad, but I almost feel like that this is gonna be a theme. The very first episode, the boy dies. Now March dies. And he at the very end transformed into March. So he's gonna keep transforming into people that he's come across and probably die. So it's going to be about, because it's called to your eternity. He's immortal. He's never going to die. He's never going to die, but he's always going to be around people that are going to pass on, and it's going to that's going to be an experience. I'm probably going to need a lot more tissues by the end of this show.
I remember last week Saucy said that Perona was gonna die.
I didn't mean.
She still probably will. I'm not gonna lie.
She's probably not gonna be in the show anymore, from the looks of it.
I mean, yeah, it looks like he. Well, she almost killed herself,
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
then freaking March through Fuchan stopped her from doing it. And I don't know if Futon's trying to mimic, or he's actually like, that's his sad face, but he has an ugly cry face, ugly sad face. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he's trying to mimic the feeling of being sad, but it just looks weird. And I think that's just the whole alien aspect of him. Just maybe he feels a certain way, but maybe he doesn't know how to express it or show it. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, that was my thoughts of this episode. Fantastic episode.
I really man, like see, I didn't get to this part in the manga. So when I was watching this episode, like I was totally new to all this. I knew at some point he would move on, but I didn't think it would be quite like this.
Right.
And there was actually a moment where when she was like Perona was gonna kill herself, I was like, oh god, they're actually gonna do this. And I don't know, what would you guys have thought if she actually went through with committing suicide?
I would have thought that would have been all for nothing. I
Yeah,
mean,
I thought it would have been a little bit too much.
yeah, like you escaped. I mean, yeah, March died, and I understand why she was doing it, because she felt like she failed. Her sister tried to save her. Her sister died, and now she's failed March. That's heavy, no matter how you look at it. That's really, that weighs on you. But like everything in life, you got to find a way to keep moving on, and you you can't let their memories die. You can't let them fade. You got to keep going, and taking your life's not going to do that.
I think the only way or how it would have been all for nothing was if Fuchan didn't like get anything out of that out of her suicide. So like let's say if she did commit suicide and then Fuchan is like not affected by it in the slightest, like he doesn't like this doesn't stimulate him to grow or anything like that. I think if it were something to where he kind of like learned how humans could experience so much grief that they would be willing to drive themselves to suicide, then I think it would have meaning. But if it was just like how the story presented itself with the suicide, like Fuchan still escapes and does his own thing, he branches off and goes off on his own. But like nothing really happens of consequence because of the suicide in terms of what he feels and what he experienced, then I think it would have been for nothing. But I'm happy they didn't go through with it. Because it's like damn, like after the March thing, it's like don't take Corona 2. It's like you're taking two of the characters I like the most in the series in order. Like please stop. Please.
Well, now the series is, I imagine, going to have a very fluid cast of characters and arcs. So that, I think that adds a lot of intrigue. And I think right now Fuchan isn't exactly the most interesting character, we'll say. But I think by the next couple of arcs or so, he's going to turn out into a really well-rounded, awesome character.
I think it's the experiences that that he goes through is definitely what makes that will eventually turn him into a fantastic character. I think because remember he was a rock a long time ago. And the rock can't be that cool.
He's not the center of like what's going on in whatever
Right.
particular arc or what's going on in the story, the plot, but he's at the center like in terms of him just like being there. Like so I think it's more so of like he is just like the witness of the world around him and then we experience the world with him there. Not exactly through his eyes, but he's seeing all these events unturn or unfold before his very eyes, and he learns because of that. So I don't know if he'll ever be a character that we like look towards and we're like, okay, like I really love this MC, but I don't think he has to be that either because they already making characters around him interesting enough to where like the onus isn't on him to make or break the series. Because I felt this way about March and I was impacted about her death, and she isn't the main character. I felt the same way if I would have felt the same way if Perona would have died. She is the main character. And when Hayase went crazy, even though I didn't like particularly love her, like it impacted me. So I think they're doing a good job enough of like they're doing a good job of surrounding you with people that you become invested in for good or bad.
Man.
I wonder if some point, if much like in this arc, they kind of go after Fuchan for his powers. I wonder if the same thing is going to happen in one of these next arcs, but it's going to be somebody who's really dangerous and who really, really wants him for that ability.
Yeah, I mean his powers kind of out there to the world. Well, not to the world, but at least in that subsection of the world anyway. People are going to be gunning for him.
Yeah, this world isn't grounded. Since we got the supernatural person that is or entity that is Fu, we can imagine that there's other things out there that may not be like Fuchan, but are very like out there. Because like we have a big ass bear, and that's not really
Spikes.
explained. It's just that's just how the world is. So if that can exist, we can like pretty much anything can exist. I think they're doing a good job of not limiting like their options to what they can do in the story. It's like anything could happen in the story, and I don't think we would be like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because they kind of set it up to where um there's a lot of room for these supernatural elements and characters to exist in. So I
Speaking
do
of that bear, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you up, but really quick. Speaking of that bear, the villagers felt a rumbling, and then in the distance, a giant bear is coming for their village. I would have shit my pants and
Yeah.
ran for the hills. I don't know why they were just like, "Nani? What is this? It's just
Nani?
I'm fucking out of here." I just had to bring that up because I remember seeing that going, why aren't these villagers just running and pissing their pants? But anyway, continue.
QRW6 says Fuchan needs to talk, and I agree. I would love to hear this creature talk.
He does talk. He says arigato and itai.
Itai. Now he makes a
How many
crying
times have we
face.
say Itai?
He's gonna say eat Thai. Like eat Thai food.
Itai. But
But he's
I
gonna
was gonna
know.
say-
He's gonna now know. Don't eat the black Jello. So that's good.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say most of everything that happened in this episode was Ayase's fault. I thought her locking them up was very stupid. And like it's okay. And this is an issue I have with a lot of series. Doesn't exist just with this. It's kind of like the thing of when you see someone with supernatural powers, like I forgot the name of the movie. I think it starts with a C. It's like a movie where this girl has like Esper powers, which is like psychic powers, and like she's ostracized by a lot of people and she's bullied.
Know
It's
which
an
one
older
you're talking
movie.
about.
It's an older
Yep.
movie. I can't
Yep,
name.
same.
I can't know. I don't remember the name of it. But like I said, it happens in a lot of series. It happened in Elfin Lee. As terrible as that show is.
Carrie.
Yes, that's the name of it. But it's like when you see someone with these godlike powers, why the fuck? Why on earth do you guys choose to bully them? Why do you choose to get on their bad side? It's because like they saw Fuchan single-handedly beat the person that or the being they deem Oniguma, and it's probably not Oniguma, but that's who they perceive him as. So you've just seen him take down someone that you perceive as a god. So in that case, Fuchan should be an even greater god than Oniguma, and you choose to lock him up. What the? That's not a
Yeah.
good idea, because it's like if he gets out, you don't know what could happen. What happened to the village could have been way worse if Fuchan was a being that like had these emotions to where he thought of revenge or anything like that. Things could have been much worse. It's like all she had to do was get these three on her good side, and it would have just costed them to stay at your place. It's like it wouldn't have costed you that much in terms of like what you wanted in the long run. Like I didn't understand it. Like locking them up was so stupid, and it's not something that I'm just saying because of hindsight. It's just it was a fucking god. Did you expect him to stay in there with a cage? What?
Right. I tend to agree. It's these villains. I guess you could say that's just a trope with some villains. They just do very dumb stuff where it's just like, if they were smart, and especially in Bond films, they would kill him right then and there instead of lock him to some table, hook him up to a beam, which is then gonna. Austin Powers pokes fun at that shit, which I find it just give me a gun, I'll shoot him. It's just so funny. But I don't know. Like they have to sometimes write villains to be these incredibly stupid. Just they do these things where it just doesn't make any sense, just so that we can cheer on the main characters, which I don't agree with. I mean, sometimes I skip over it, but you're right. The fact that this dude could literally he can't die. He took down a huge being god. Yeah, let's go ahead and lock him up. That sounds right.
Just give them a place to fucking stay and keep them in your good graces.
Right?
How's that hard? That's not hard. They didn't ask you for much. They didn't ask you to be kings of your village or your nation or anything like that. They asked for a place to reside in, and they're on a run. They would have taken anything you gave them. You give them a little hut to live in provide them with some means to survive, and that's all you needed.
Give them some
Right.
black
Instead, you
jello
said, let's
every once
lock
in a
them
while.
up.
Win
I
him, win
mean-
him over with kindness.
Like, locking them up? What?
It's kind of like, and I know I'm going off topic, and I know it's an episode we're going to be talking about soon, but a keto and fruits baskets. If she was 1/10 nice to her fellow Zodiac, they would all stay. Give them a paradise. Give them something that'll make them want to be
Give
there.
'em
instead
black
of
Jell-O.
wanna leave. Okay. See, you need to drop the black Jello. It's not. It's not gonna happen. But right,
I give Satsuki black jello all the time.
is this
Yeah.
code or something?
No, it's reality.
Oh, yeah. So that's why you stay in the dungeon. It all makes sense now.
He makes some
Yeah.
faces when I give him the black jello. It's pretty great.
He's just like, no, itai, yamete,
Itai.
itayo, itai. But yeah, dumb little villain tropes like that just makes them seem stupid rather than competent villains. You know,
And
sometimes the really good villains that you remember the villains more if they're like that, Darth Vader, Joker, versus the dumb ones. You know.
I don't see them as villains. They're more antagonists because I don't think what their motives were like seriously malicious. Of course, like their means were. Like that's what I was saying with Hayase, because she made the whole point of when she was pursuing them, pretty much leave Fuchan and I'll leave you guys alone. So like they were trying to take advantage of like captivating this god, but I'm just like the whole time I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Even when they're pursuing them, it's like your plan to like when I laugh so hard. I have the GIF and I'll post it in our podcast chat. When she she sees Fuchan lunging at her, and then she pulls back her bow to shoot him, and she says something like "good" or something. I'm like, how's that good? You know this motherfucker's immortal. You're not going to kill him with that shit. Why,
I know.
Why are you happy?
That's what I'm saying. She's just weird, just so dumb. She becomes Captain Ahab at the very end. She's really just obsessed with this thing now. It's so sad.
Should have gave herself the black jello.
Damn
You're
it!
gonna ban Jello.
Seriously, no Jello of any kind is ever going to enter into our mouths.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. Anyways,
We do know. I wouldn't ever trust you with Jello.
I thought this episode was pretty great. Yeah, I give it a pass.
Pass.
They messed Hayase's face up.
Yeah, they did.
That's the
She
piece
got-
of Hayase's face.
Good for
Got
her.
2 scars right down the face.
Good for her.
Yeah, Perona's still out, so yeah, pass.
Let's talk about Fruits Basket. One of the goddamn, I'm going to say it right now. It's the best episode of Fruits Basket I've ever seen.
You say that every week.
I say it every week, and I'm going to say it again.
Ever?
I'll fucking
Can't
do it
agree.
again.
I'll fucking say it again.
I
It's the-
can't agree, but I like this episode.
No, this was a really good episode. Best ever?
Better than
Ah.
anything we've ever seen.
I
Better than Vinland Saga. Better than
Oh,
Carolyn
no.
Tuesday.
See,
Better
now-
than
see, now you're-
Itai.
Get this guy off here.
I know, right? You're going way too far.
Better than Vivy.
Not hard.
Better than
I
86.
mean, yeah, I will give you that.
Better than Shaman King. Better than Slime Daddy.
Okay.
Better than Goblin Slayer. That
Are
ain't
you
easy.
just gonna keep
You just
naming
name
animes?
it. Yeah.
Better than X-Arm.
All right,
And
get this guy out of here.
I could take a shit and it would be better than X-Arm.
Better than Rewrite the D. Better than...
Okay, can we talk about the show?
Yes, we can.
Thank God. Kagura punched Honda in the face.
Kagura fucking destroyed a wall too.
She needs to chill the fuck out, so to speak. I know that's her character. She's a bore and she's very gung ho with her emotions, yada yada. But I couldn't. Could you imagine living with someone like Kagura and having to pay rent? You would lose your deposit on the first day because you'd always have people coming over to fix shit. Ugh. Just. Ugh.
Listen.
Yeah, Crazy Kagura is not good.
Listen,
Yeah.
Lightning Eagle
don't
says
care for
he says I'm biased. I am not.
Ben is extremely biased.
Better than Hayao Miyazaki, better than Fruits Basket season 1 and 2, better than the original Fruits Basket, better than there you go.
Yeah,
better than everything.
You can't think of any more.
Better than everything. There you go.
Well,
I guess that seals it.
I like this episode. I think it was an episode to really for people to take this episode and use it as proof that Toru isn't this I haven't seen it in my circle, but I've seen other people talk about it, how some people perceive Toru as like this Mary Sue type of character.
They're so wrong.
This episode made it so wrong. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty much the thing with Toru's character, I think it's not just this episode that proves it, but like over the course of Fruits Basket, you start to see cracks in Toru's armor, and it's just with this episode especially, it shows that Toru is a human, because her thing pretty much this episode was, although I want to break the curses, is more so with Kyo, if anything, and she talked about how she's wanting to break all the curses for the Zodiacs as an excuse to break Kyo's curse. And like, it made sense for her to take that priority, not only because she loves Kyo, but because Kyo is the person who suffers from this the most out of all the Zodiacs. Because honestly, with the Zodiacs, as much as like they feel strongly about the curse and how they resent turning to animals when hugged by the opposite sex or when they're sick or anything like that, it's just that with Kyo, is not only those effects that I named or consequences I named, it's also that because of his bet with Akito and because of who he is as the Cat Zodiac, he will always be ostracized, and eventually he will be locked up in a year's time. So if his curse isn't broken, his life is pretty much over. And it makes sense for Toru to put Kyo over other people, not only because of what I just said, but again because she loves him.
Freaking, was it me, or did Shiger just seem randomly mean for no reason?
He's always like that.
Well, I mean, to Toru, I don't feel like he's been that mean to her like in the past. I mean, he does drop hints, and then he's kind of a freak and likes underage women, but like he was having a conversation with Isuzu, and just out of nowhere he just wanted to just drop his, oh, you know, the cat, man, you love the cat, and ooh, all of us, just, I don't know, just seemed very
Bad
weird
things
and
gonna
just
happen to you, Toru Honda.
yeah, bad things to Toro. You gotta love the Kyo, the cat, meow.
I think it's more so Shigure dropping the facade, because we know it's a facade when he does all that cutesy stuff, and he's like, he talks in that high pitched voice. He's like, oh, you know, I'm just joking. Like, we know that's not how he actually is. I think with Toru, and it's also because we know what Toru knows. Like, she knows about the curse. She knows about Kureno. So it's kind of like with Shigure, he doesn't really have to hide much anymore. Like, I remember when Toru asked him about the Soma curse in season 1, he was like, pretty much, you know, keeping things hush hush, not telling her things yet, because she didn't know much in the beginning. But he knows that she knows a lot of information, and so does Rin, because of them trying to break the curse. So it's kind of like with those two in particular, it's just like I don't have to put on this face anymore. You guys know what I know at this point.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. It just, I don't know. Like I said, it just seemed kind of like out of place, but nah, that's who he is, and I guess he just didn't want to keep that facade up anymore. He usually looks weird with short hair. I didn't even know that was her
I like
until
it.
she started talking. I mean, I say it looks weird because I know her with the long hair, but I'm sure I'll get used to it.
She looks less
I mean,
like a
it's
horse now.
yeah,
I guess
she
so.
looks like a chicken.
Yeah,
Oh my
kinda.
God.
Oh,
Rude.
maybe Chrono's passing it on.
Rude. The rooster has been passed on to Isuzu.
Listen,
Oh,
damn it,
that
Shigure. I got 2 curses now. This is ridiculous. Help me out here.
that is something. I think we were. I don't know if we speculated on how we think the curse breaks, but no matter what we said, we were all wrong because it's just pretty much the curse is going to break on its own eventually with
Oh,
no real
it just
interference.
it just happens. You could be just minding your own business one day and go fuck a keto, and then
Yeah,
just leave.
the way it was presented in this episode, if we were to take what Shigure said at face value, which I think we can, even though he's very like manipulative, I think we could take it at face value. The issue is that Toru can't wait for eventually because
Right.
eventually it can still waste a lot of Kyo's years away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Toru's madly in love. Like I think she's I think this is definitely the episode where she went full on past holding hands. They went hugging in the sheets of all things.
Oh my
God.
god. Oh my god.
I I thought that
Senpai
was
in the
kind of
streets, hentai in the sheets.
haha.
Oh,
But yeah, she was hugging him in between the sheets, which was I like that attention to detail. Whenever she was talking, her voice was muffled like that. I
mhm.
I thought that was kind of cool, and I don't know, was that kind of symbolic in a way where basically it was kind of sort of representing where Kyo might end up being behind, in a cage, locked up, just behind, I guess not a sheet, but just like behind something like to separate. I don't know how to explain. Like I thought that was it trying to be symbolic, or maybe I'm just like overthinking things.
I mean, it probably was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that you're looking too much into things.
yeah. But apparently, if you hug someone in between the sheets and you're a zodiac, you still turn into that animal.
Yep.
That's been confirmed.
Yeah. So it doesn't
And
matter
also,
if you're it's just like skin to skin contact.
they cheated us, by the way. He turned into a cat, and we didn't even get to see it.
Wait, they cheated us because of that?
Yeah, I wanted to see him as a cat.
Why are you acting like you never seen him as a cat?
I wanted. You know what? When's the last time you've seen any of them turn into a zodiac? Name the last time.
The last one was I believe it was Reen. That was the last one.
And that was season 2, right? Where she was a horse and she was like passed out or whatever and sick or something.
And Toru was
How
like, "Well, she had an amazing figure."
I think that's it. Yeah, because first season was, it was all gimmicky with the what's this? Oh, they turn into all these cute little creatures and animals. Oh, so adorable. Now we're past that point. I want my zodiacs back.
I want my
my
happiness back. Give
my
me my
God.
happiness. That's EA right now.
I
QRW6
mean,
says Toru's
oh,
feelings and Kyo's guilt are what sum up this episode.
that
Toru
last
also has guilt.
scene,
Yeah, you
that
guys want
last
to talk
fucking
about Kyo's
scene.
guilt?
What was that Toru's mother?
Yes.
What the fuck happened to her? Did I miss something? I know I wasn't drinking when I saw the episode.
She got killed in a car accident.
Or
And
maybe a Kyo accident.
oh my god. Kyo turned into the cat and mauled her to pieces.
Well,
I
I don't
I
think
don't
that
think
would
that's
happen. Yeah, because basically, yeah, he has full control and consciousness. So I was just joking.
What if he lost his wristband?
Well,
You know,
yeah,
his
but like when he
think-
turns into like the big bad cat monster, like he has full control. Like he doesn't lose it or anything.
How does that work, by the way? He wears a wristband so he doesn't turn into that, but he can hug and turn into a regular cat.
Yeah, it just
Doesn't
seals
that
it away.
when that the wristband seals away on the kitty cat paws?
Yeah, meow, meow.
Okay, my curiosity has been fulfilled.
So
Uh,
I think that was just showing I've been saying this for a long time that Kyo felt guilt about Kyoko's death because he was either directly involved in it, like he was, and I think more of the proof of that is not only him being there when she died, but also her words of saying like "I'll never forgive you." You know, like why would Kyoko say that?
Yeah, what did he
And
do?
yeah,
he
to
did
me,
something.
it's got to be a red herring or something because it's got to be something like a misunderstanding at the most because what can Kyo do? There's like nothing. He's like a good
What-
kid.
Wasn't he like 5 or something when that happened?
What I it may be a red herring in the fact that is her words aren't as damning as it seems
Yeah, that's what I
without
mean.
context. But like for sure, he has something to do with her death. Like I in my mind, he has something to do. It doesn't mean that he killed her, obviously. But
Yeah. It's got to be something like Kyoko, meet me at the place. We're gonna go do the thing, you know. And then they go do the thing, and like Kyoko gets ran over and stuff. And it's very bad.
Damn.
QRW6, the broken glass frame of Kyoko is in the start of the ED. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I thought that was a really nice touch. Is at the end Toru drops it?
I thought it
Oh,
was
yeah.
interesting the way Toru picked up her polite manner of speech from her father, and that was because she wanted Kyoko to not be as distraught as she was about the death of her husband. And also Toru's grandpa calls Toru Kyoko because he doesn't want Toru to be distraught over her mother, pretty much from what we can get in this episode, like abandoning her for a period of time. So I found that interesting. Like Toru's, not her personality, but her, like part of her personality was based on the fact that it was in an attempt to keep her mother home with her so they could stay together. So that brings the question, like, who is her father? Who is he actually? We have like got nothing on her father, Katsuya.
I
Nothing.
swear to God, I swear to fucking God, if it's Akito's dad, I'm going to shit.
No, it's not. It's not. They don't
Good.
even look the same.
Okay, that's good. Then I won't shit.
Darth Vader, calling it.
What? What the fuck?
Toru,
Darth Vader.
I am your father.
Oh
That-
God, how did I know?
I would drop this show.
No.
Like everything that builds up to that is just it's Darth fucking Vader. It's not true. It's impossible. Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Terrible. Yeah. It makes me wonder about the father. Yeah, all of this keeps going back to him. So.
We will rule the galaxy as father and son, or daughter, whatever floats your boat.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a little mad when Kagura hit Toru. I was like, you don't you dare. You stop
Kagura
that.
hits everybody. Why are you surprised?
You see,
You can't hit Toru.
I'm not mad at that.
He hits
I'm not
everybody.
actually
Oh my
mad.
god.
I'm actually not mad at that.
Traitors.
See, no. I love Toru. If she would have went further than that, then
Like if she would have freaking mud stomped her, that's different.
Oh my god, just fucking Luthez press. Stone cold. See your glass shatter.
Yeah, like keep it to the I
Stone
Toru
Cold.
kind of tanked that punch. She tanked it. It didn't affect her. She kind of shook it off. But
I mean, Toru shakes a lot of things off, so yeah, makes sense.
True. But it's her feelings on the situation was I think Kagura was frustrated at the fact that Kyo was still on the table, and it's kind of like it's like the end game meme, like, don't give me hope. She doesn't want any hope with her relationship with Kyo. She doesn't want that option to be available to her because she's always going to be thinking about it because she is still in love with Kyo. So when she sees that Toru is in love with Kyo, Kyo is in love with Toru, and she understands this, and they're both not progressing. It's just like what Momichi said to Kyo. It's like, do something. Like, why are you guys just sitting here? Obviously, it's more to it. It's more so on the side of Kyo because of his guilt with Kyoko and issues that he still hasn't faced himself. But from everybody's perspective, they don't know this about like how they're feeling on that and why they're hesitant to pursue their relationship further than it already is. But Kagura's whole mindset is like, just do it so I don't have to feel like I have a chance with Kyo anymore. Like I understand both you guys' feelings. Like, say the stuff that you're saying to Rin, say it to Kyo so that you guys can get together. So I wasn't really mad at Kagura, but I was the stuff with destroying the house, fuck that shit. If I was Cosmo, I would have kicked her out. Like, I don't got to deal with this. I'm so like, he's such a mellow dude. He just chills. He doesn't do anything. Like, leave that man alone.
I mean, Kagura literally like machine gun punches the fucking frame of the fucking door off.
And Cosmo's not
like,
fucking rich.
Do you want to tell Kagura no?
Yes, I am a martial artist. I will beat her ass. I trained her.
She defies physics. She picks up Kyo, swings him, and he becomes like rope material.
Freaking does the freaking North Carolina song. Go ahead and raise up. Starts raising him like a helicopter.
If I'm Cosmo, I'm going to hit her with a cliche line. I taught her everything she knows, but I didn't teach her everything I know, and I'm going to whoop her ass.
Oh my god, you gotta get the squad. You gotta get the squad.
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm Cosmo. I don't need my squad.
I cry.
Kazuma's pretty great. I love him in Konosuba.
God, I knew we were going there.
Oh my god. QRW sex? Oh my god.
Sex.
QRW 6.
Ooh. QRW sex.
QRW sex is his alternate account for a different site.
That's what he says to all the ladies. My name's QRW6, but baby, you can call me QRW sex.
Disney never gets laid.
It's like a Johnny Bravo-esque line.
Hey there, mama. It's me, QRW6. Okay, I'm done.
QRW sex says, I said this in a different comment section, but I feel like Kyo is about to be locked up is him punishing himself for what involvement he may have had with Kyoko's passing. And it's obvious the reason why he thinks he doesn't deserve Toru.
I mean, yeah.
What
if Kyoko got isekai to Konosuba?
Yes. He would actually be pretty strong.
Well, I mean,
I said Kyoko.
Oh, I thought you said Kyo. My bad.
Kyoko would dominate. She was a gang member. Like, come on. She immediately know how to form a gang. Like, she's like, oh my gosh, that'd be the best.
I mean, but she's short hair Kyoko. There's a distinction between short hair Kyoko and long hair Kyoko. Short hair Kyoko is mom, doting, loving. So she doesn't have the gang. She's not Crimson Butterfly.
She forgets her daughter. So let's not forget that. She forgets her daughter.
I don't think she forgot her. I think she didn't give a fuck at that time.
Oh. Okay.
Which is still bad.
That's terrible.
Yeah. But it's just, I think...
She followed Yuki the whole time, and Yuki's like, what the hell, get away?
Well, no, when she got the hat from Yuki and whatnot, that was like after everything. But
Yeah.
I want to see that explored, like how she was feeling after Katsuya's death, and exactly like her perspective on her leaving Toru. Because my whole issue is like, okay, you left Toru, that's still not good, but you leave Toru to talk to this 5-year-old that you don't know? Like, what the hell?
Listen, orange child, I need you to raise my daughter.
Orange
Like, what the hell?
child. Hello, orange
orange.
child ginger
It's-
snaps. Here
it's
you
like
go.
it's like Rengoku in Mugen Train when he's like, boy of yellow. And I'm like, it's perfect. She could just say boy of orange. There you go.
Boy of orange, take my child, for I don't give a shit. I'm only her mother, but you seem like good enough to take care of her. Go on.
You have anime protagonist hair. You raise her.
Sure.
You're the same age. You can do it. He's just like, but I'm 5.
Listen, we all gotta grow up sometime, and now's the time to grow the fuck up. Now do it.
I
That'd
just
just be so
wanted
funny
ice cream.
It'd just be so funny if Kyo was like, but I don't like Toru. Like, I don't like Toru.
Who's
Sorry.
Toru? That would be my first reaction. No, my first one would be like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah. Why did Kyo listen to her? Who initiated this conversation?
Where is your daughter at, Kyoko? I don't know. Probably
Look,
at my house.
I have a drinking problem, okay?
I need to go fuck
Right.
shit up in my gang. I'm the Crimson Butterfly, don't you know? No, I don't. I'm
I'm the-
5.
I gotta do stuff, honey. I gotta beat some people up with a tire chain and everything, you know. I gotta start another fight with people in Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah,
and-
maybe he knows
God.
Takemichi.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Takemichi.
Oh my god.
Meet-
Kyoko
meets
is
the
the
butter-
one that raped that poor girl and killed her family.
What the
Her?
hell?
Her? Why would it be her?
See how she treats Toru?
How are they gonna do that,
This
see?
is terrible lore.
See, how are they gonna do that?
You-
Scissor? That's the only thing I can think of.
Like, she just did all this stuff and then she just went back to being this loving mother that we all love.
Oh my god.
Like,
Well,
I
that
don't think
put-
you
that-
can come back from that.
Right. That puts a whole different perspective on Toru's mom. I think she would be a terrible person.
God damn
Oh,
it.
it's okay. You grow up and you become a mother. Everything changes. You killed my fucking family.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a revenge story. This is all the girl's gonna come back and try to kill Toru.
The person that got her and killed her in a wreck was somebody retaliating.
Oh my
Boom.
god, yes, it was the girl. It was the girl
Yep.
that, oh my god, yes.
See, this it's come.
I'm
full
encouraging
circle
this
now.
bullshit. No, this is not good. This is fan fiction that wouldn't even get like 2
Dude.
clicks. Stop.
Quentin Tarantino's Fruits Basket.
Oh god, it's gonna be a fucking explosion.
Oh my god.
All I know is if that movie ever or show was ever made, it would be bloody as hell with a lot of f-bombs.
Oh my
Free
god.
this fucking curse.
All right, bitch. I'm gonna free this fucking curse. Yeah, you think I'm playing? Say what again?
Oh god. My sides.
Something else happened in this episode that we're not talking about.
Oh, you
We're
mean
gonna-
that? You mean the crossover of Kyoko being a villain?
No. I'm talking about something that actually happened in the goddamn show that we're not mentioning because we're so focused on Hokyo revenge crossovers. But I cannot think of what I'm missing right now.
Well, Lightning Eagle says we're canceled, so
Well, well.
And we're canceled like damn near every episode of the podcast.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, I guess I can ask, like, what do you guys think? Like, where do we go from here? Because like Toru is seeing Kyo freak out, so
Oh, it's
like,
gonna be just like all dramas. It's gonna be long and drawn out, and people are blaming themselves for each other's problems when really all they had to do was just say, "Look, it was my fault. No, it's not your fault. It was my fault. No, it's not your fault. We're good. It wasn't anybody's fault. It just happened." And that's gonna go on till the very last episode.
I think that thing is gonna resolve. Like, I think that whole thing is probably gonna resolve in like Kyoko dying and Kyo guilt thing. I think that's gonna resolve sooner than you expect. But
Really?
I think the plot is gonna
Okay.
thicken some more before we get there.
Yeah, we'll have flashbacks for sure.
so when do you think Kyo tells Toru about his connection to Kyoko? Because he still has not done that.
Gotta be in the next
It'll probably be
6
the next
episodes.
episode.
Hmm.
Probably sometime around there. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, because we're gonna have the whole, you know, he's gonna distance himself, he's gonna blame himself, and then he's gonna try to be mean on purpose just so that Toru will grow to hate him, so that she doesn't have feelings.
That is
That whole
probably true.
thing. That's what I think.
In fact, I think you're probably spot on about that. Kyo is the type of person right now, especially, he still is not facing his issues. And that's something Momiji was talking about. Like he's not he's running away from things. So I think he would try to push Toru away in some type of fashion, and that would be a way to like extend this to potentially like 25 episodes. Because as it stands right now, if Kyo were to just like tell Toru about his connection to Kyoko and whatnot, I think this story would progress like too fast. Like things would get resolved a little too fast. So that's probably what's going to end up happening.
Akito is gonna be defeated, and then she's gonna turn into a giant version of herself, and then
50-foot woman.
yeah, then the 50-foot woman comes back. That's the
Oh my
reboot.
God. No.
And then Toru.
Am I the only like sane person in this?
Well,
call
no,
right now?
no, Saucy, it's fine. And because then Toru turns into Toru from Dragon Maid, turns into a big dragon, and then fights off the evil.
I don't think you're gonna get the podcast you normally do on your channel, Sasuke.
He died.
Itai. Then Vivy comes out of nowhere and is like,
Just all the seasonal animes are crossing over.
yeah.
And then your girl Vlad comes out of nowhere.
My
And
girl?
it's like, yeah, your
Yes.
girl. It just comes
Oh
out of
my
nowhere and says, "See, Yama, Daijobu, Daisuke."
What the fuck? That's all she says?
Yeah, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I love you.
Oh my god. This is
Oh
ridiculous.
wow. I just rolled Perona in the waifu bot game. Good pickup.
Nice. That is a fantastic pickup.
Lightning Eagle says like a Final Fantasy game.
Or Smash Brothers.
So Aerith is just gonna die?
A new challenger has approached.
So far, both. So we're passing it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're passing it. Well, that's it for this episode of the King of Anime podcast. I hope you all enjoyed the show. EA, where can they find you?
All right, you ready for me to talk? Here we go. I'm here to promote my channel. It's everythinganimated.com. You can watch me there. Everything is super fantastic. I'm doing a current podcast. It is about My Hero Academia with Rising Sun Review. And I have a Twitch. Did I tell you I had a Twitch? If I didn't before, wait, I pushed the wrong thing.
It's all in the description.
There.
Pew, 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 pew.
There, that's the right thing. There we go. I got a Twitch, And I skipped last Sunday because it was Mother's Day, so I'm sorry about that, whoever was following me. I will do it. I will start streaming Resident Evil Village. That ought to be fun. And I have all my third and final channel, which is All Elite Couple. We're one subscriber away from 200. And we talk about All Elite Wrestling. All Elite Wrestling is coming back, and they're going to be doing tours and shows in July. So if we happen to be on an actual live show, we're going to be recording that and talk about it. So check us out.
Satsuki,
Yeah.
the Savage.
Listen, I'm keeping it short. Just watch my Watamote videos or you're fake. That's all I will say.
All right. All right. All right. Cancel Satsuki. Here we go. I got video. Well, tomorrow the Fruits Basket podcast should be a lot of fun. Talking with Rising, some reviews about the most recent episode that we just discussed, literally. Then Wednesday, Attack on Titan video. It's gonna be great. I'm working on it still. It's pretty good. I like it. Very enjoyed it. I think it's gonna be a good video. Thursday, gonna have a video on Nagatoro. Not very positive. Who's surprised? Nobody. Friday, Demon Slayer video on the actual anime series. So, should be fun. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
And then
Later.